Hello and welcome to IPSC Connect. I have with me a very special guest, Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe. Decades of experience, strong advocate of digital transformation in education in India. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Few questions. How do you see the future of education evolving in India?
Education is evolving all over the world as much as in India as well. So we are one of those countries who have taken up Digital India mission long ago, and which was very handy. We have seen it during pandemic COVID-19, 2021, 2 years. Most of the nations suffered drop of one academic year, whereas we continued our education, whether it's school education, higher education, university education. Although there might be some learning loss because physical is physical and online is online. But nevertheless, we carried forward. Today, with even more emerging technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, metaverse, extended reality, we also have animation, a lot of technology-based effects which can create exciting content, which will make students to start not only learning, but become inquisitive. And all of this is possible through technology, and we are going in that direction. The second part is a large chunk of students who are living in very remote areas and in abject poverty. They aspire to come into higher education, but they cannot because of multiple reasons. Number one, financial constraints. You have to come to a city from a village, so naturally you have to pay high fees. You have to even take care of your hostels, you are missing. So it is unaffordable. On the other hand, if technology reaches, so it is like God going to the bhakta, something like that. So the technology is that enabler, which through 4G, 5G can reach out to the remotest corners of the country, and the high quality education from the best in class, from best in subject, anytime, anywhere learning is all possible through technology.
Right. Absolutely. So what advice you will give to the young professionals who are aspiring to get into supply chain, let's say?
Yeah, supply chain is a very, very important thing. In India, we have Gati Shakti is a very important initiative of the government of India, and there is a Gati Shakti University which has come up.
Right.
It is all about supply chain. And in the pandemic and post-pandemic, we saw how disruptions happened in the production of automotive, computer and electronic components because of shortage of chips and all of that. And that's one very significant thing. Then as far as the even mundane, routine, vegetables, fruits, they are grown in large quantum in some remote area, in villages, in hinterland. And the market is actually available in cities because you can't buy it in large chunk in that small locality. So it has to be transported. So whether it is the storage systems, cold storages,
right,
high speed transportation system, whether it is through road or through whatever means is available in that location, is all about supply chain. It is from spare parts coming to a large industry for assembling, to food items, to, as I said, the medicines, everything, in healthcare system also, that is a very important. Or when there is a flood or earthquake in that locality where there is a problem, how do we reach out? Today drone technology has come in. So I think supply chain will have a lot of, content from robotics as well as from drones in the future. So I think the change is happening. So I want students to be aware of the problem, challenges and possible solutions, and they should be able to optimize solutions actually.
Right, absolutely. And since we all know that India is very ahead in digital, especially space or technology space, if I say, how do you see the challenges in implementing digital education, which is across the nation? So where do you see that we can fill the gap or we can contribute basically?
See, number one is digital access. All said and done, many people talk about digital divide. Partly true, partly not true. Partly true because even today we have not reached all the villages in the country with the hardwired 4G, 5G fiber optic connectivity.
Right.
Whereas we have crossed 60-70%. Still 30% is lacking means we have not completed the task.
True.
So our priority first must be to reach out to every nook and corner, that is in every village. But then that is also not enough. We have to reach every hamlet, and that is further subdomain experience for all of them. Third part is digital devices. Of course, they are not very expensive. Today, it's very affordable. And even if someone cannot afford it, government should do provision in terms of supporting such children with free digital devices. So one part is over. Data is another one. You know, you have to buy data. Probably in the whole world, if there is one country where data is the cheapest, it is India. And by the time we further enhance it to 5G, 6G and more connectivity, I think it can come further down. I remember we used to pay heavy bill for our mobile connectivity itself for just about 10, 15 years back. Now today I enjoy gigabits of data and still pay a small amount.
Absolutely.
So I think the access in terms of digital access in terms of actual fiber connectivity, devices, data. These are the three important elements. And we are almost reaching to that level, not completed, but very close to that. The next part is interesting content. Well, whatever you give should be so exciting that, like our soap opera serials, which in every family in the evening, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we are watching what is going to happen next in the story. So similarly, for education, last class my professor gave me this topic and I learned something. What is going to be the next one? What exciting thing is going to come? That is how, if we create exciting content, I'm sure learning becomes very effective, productive, and then those people who go through such education will create innovation.
Absolutely.
We don't have to worry about further future things. And India is poised at that level. Absolutely. And therefore, we can really truly become the world leader in terms of providing high quality, affordable education to the whole world.
Thank you so much for the insights. You were also one of the architects for Smart India Hackathon. Give some insights, like what are the key takeaways from that hackathon?
See, Smart India Hackathon, I just now spoke in the audience also. Important thing is, what is industry looking for when they come for employment or interviews? They want students should be thorough in his fundamentals, concepts, so that changing from one domain to the other domain becomes easy. Multidisciplinarity, number one. Number two, working in teams. Because people cannot work in isolation for large projects. You have to work together. Collaboration is important. Leadership is important. Communication skill is important. You may know everything, but you cannot express. What is the use of that? So I think these are 5 major skill sets which industry is looking at. And our Smart India Hackathon, where we invited problem statements from government departments and from NGOs, from startups and everyone, is a challenging short problem statement. Now, a student group of 6 people, which is a diverse group, including one at least woman member, and from different disciplines, when they sit together to analyze the problem, critical thinking, analytical ability, which is also talked about by the industry, is also coming into that. Then you know what is exactly the problem to be solved. Then you look for solutions, multiple possible ways of handling that. And then in the group, you have a lot of churning action, brainstorming, and say that, no, this will not work, that will work. And finally, you zero it on one particular way of solving it and work hard on to that and then present it. So I think this whole exercise makes them prepared for not only employability, but creating new startups. So once you are going through this cycle, anything you see, observe in life, you see a challenge, you see a problem, and can I provide a solution to that problem whereby I can create a business, I can be a millionaire, billionaire, and also why I should serve under someone else. I can become an owner of a company and I can give employment to 100 people.
True.
All of these traits are developed through this Smart India Hackathon, and success stories are imminent actually.
Absolutely. And how do you see like industry and academia can collaborate, to bring out the best in the young professionals, or guiding them to the right areas? Like, where do you see the collaboration can happen?
See, collaboration has to happen right from day one. Many a times I used to say that there used to be seminars in every college, university called Industry Institute Interaction Day. And industry, 10 people will come, 20 academicians will come, they will discuss whole day, shake hand and go. That is not useful.
True.
So I say this word interaction is not good. You should say partnerships.
Partnerships.
No, we should become partners in whatever, we say many times partner in crime. So like that, partner in good things also is important. So I think industry should come to the college and university, help institutions to revise the curricula. Blaming that what you are teaching is not out in context with the present day, etc. Well, what are you doing? You should come to institute, suggest changes in the curricula. Then just changes is not good enough. Our teachers were trained 20 years back with their masters and PhD. They are not knowing what you are talking about. So how do you train our teachers? How do you give internships also to the teachers to come to industry for about 2 months of vacation time and then learn those practices? And some of the industry people who have flair for teaching should spare some time to come to the college and university and take a couple of classes. Give hands-on practical examples to the students. Co-teaching with a faculty and an industry person. Give some interesting live projects which industry is not able to solve. Because industry will have to spend more money on R&D by recruiting high paid job people, whereas you have a free resource. Students are bright with ideas.
Yes.
Maybe some ideas fail, doesn't matter. Failure is the first step of success. So give them projects, some small funding. Very exciting outcomes will come. That Smart India Hackathon itself is a classic example of that. And many universities who give research projects or small projects to the university or college students, they get benefit out of that. So this is how industry, institute, partnership. Then if something exciting comes, if it is patented, you should share the laurels together. Patent should not be only in the name of college, should not be only in the name of the industry. It should be collaborative. Therefore, maybe the ratio can be decided depending on the investment made. If there is a large money investment involved by the industry, naturally 70–80% of the credit should go to the industry,
right,
because they have also given problem, they have also given some support. Whereas if the money required was less and lot of intellectual manpower was involved in that, then at least the institute should get 50% of the share in the pay. I think these kind of engagements, when they start happening, I am sure we will be able to solve multiple problems which nation and the planet is facing.
Thank you so much, and very interesting point. You said internship for the for the teachers basically,
yes,
which is very important, and rightly mentioned. They should also know what is happening in the industry, what are the current trends. Like they should keep themselves with the pace of the industry.
Yeah, I just want to say that we have a new term often talked about by everyone is lifelong learning. We tell students whatever you have learned in the university is not good enough unless you keep skilling, upskilling, reskilling when you get into job. If you don't do that, you will be waylaid. If you tell this to students, is that not a responsibility on faculty? It's supposed to practice lifelong learning,
yes,
and therefore they should go to industry to do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, sir, and it's an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.